To make our Radial Symmetry Arabesque, you're going to need a pencil and a piece of square paper. It has to be a square or else this won't work. First thing you're going to do is fold your paper in half and then in half again so that you get a much smaller square. My paper is 7 inches by 7 inches. Your paper can be bigger, but I don't recommend going any smaller. All right, now when I open it up, my paper is divided into 4 parts because we divided it in half twice, which gives us 4 parts. I'm going to choose only one of these 4 parts to draw in. I'm going to choose to draw in this one because I'm right-handed. So I'm going to very lightly, you can hardly even see it, draw so that you can see I'm drawing only in this box. If this makes it easier, you can fold it in half and in half again so that all you see is that square. That might make it easier. Radial symmetry starts from the middle and grows, right? We have our radial symmetry design. So we're going to start from the middle and have it grow. The cool thing about this graphite transfer process is that whatever you draw, when we transfer it, it's going to make a circle. So let's do an example. I'm going to start in the middle, and it's going to grow out. So then I'm doing a really ornate, I say or, you say nate, or, good job, ornate design, which means that it has a lot of details. So there's something already that has a lot of different types of lines and details. I forgot to mention you'll also need something to burnish, which means to push and rub with. So I have just a giant popsicle stick here. You could use the size of scissors, you could use a colored pencil, but that might offset some color. So I recommend something like a popsicle stick or a tongue depressor. Okay, now that I have my one quadrant, or one of my quarters, partially done, I'm going to fold it over so that the pencil goes down and I can barely see it through the back. I don't know if you can even see it in my camera. Barely see it. Then I'm going to push with my pointer finger at the tip. I'm not pushing all the way back here because that's not going to work. Push at the tip and very carefully trace over my lines. You can just barely see them through the other side. I'm not going like this. I'm pushing hard and very slowly. So then when I open up my paper, I have my design in the middle. Then I'm going to trace it. So I'm tracing over the lines, pushing hard with my pencil, that transferred with my graphite transfer. Oop, I messed up a little bit, that's okay. And then I'm going to fold the whole thing in half. And again, you can see my lines just a tiny bit poking through right here. And the same thing, slow. I'm not pushing really hard and fast. Very slow and in control to transfer my ornate design from both halves this side, or this time, to the other side. And now I can go through and trace again, and when I rotate it, it is radially symmetrical, or uses radial symmetry. So for your Radial Symmetry Arabesque, you are going to do this, but you're going to fill up your entire square so that when you transfer it, your whole piece of paper is covered, like in my example.